So the other day I was watching the Habs get absolutely obliterated.
Did you rape me?
Baltazar, you can't say shit like that.
And during that one hockey game, that 2.5 hour hockey game, I counted 14 gambling ads. 14. There was one for BetMGM, PointsBet, Bet365, Proline, DraftKings, FanDuel, and one for a company I've never heard of that clearly just discovered the word parlay. We need to talk about what the heck is happening. How the hell did we get here? Well, for most of Canadian history, don't worry US, I'll get to you guys in a bit. If you wanted to gamble online, you had to do it on a sketchy offshore website that looked like it was designed back in 2003 and may have been operated out of some guy's van. But in 2021, the federal government passed Bill C-218, which legalized single-event sports betting across Canada. Before this, you could only bet on parlays, meaning you had to get multiple games right at once. The government decided that this was unnecessarily difficult for people who wanted to lose money, and they simplified the process. Ontario then opened a fully regulated online gambling market in April of 2022. Within 3 years, the province was generating $3.2 billion in annual revenue just from gambling. For context, that is more than the entire federal budget for Parks Canada. The American timeline is slightly different, but arrives at the same place. In 2018, the Supreme Court struck down the federal ban on sports betting, and boom, it exploded. The various states started legalizing gambling one by one, and after legalization came advertised, because of course it did. Suddenly it was legal, suddenly it was everywhere, and suddenly I could not watch 7 freaking minutes of television without being personally invited by some guy in a blazer to bet my money. And let me describe these ads, okay? Because I've been subjected to enough of them, all right? There's always a celebrity, always. The celebrity is extremely excited about something that has just happened in a sporting event. They're watching the game at home, but their home looks like some weird AI penthouse. They're dressed like they're about to attend a freaking film premiere, and they're inexplicably surrounded by friends who are also equally excited, and everyone is looking at their phone, and the phone shows a number going up, and the number is going up the whole time, and this entire advertisement numbers just go up, celebrities happy, money, boom. Or it's just pathetic AI slop. And then you have the fine print that they're legally obligated to show that is there for approximately 0.00012469420 seconds with a font size designed for people, well, probably only a freaking hawk could see it. Be like, oh, gambling can be addictive. Please gamble responsibly. If you have a problem, call this number. And then go back and the number on their freaking phone's going up. Anyway, I want to briefly discuss Drake and his weird relationship with Stake, since he is our Canadian national treasure, according to him. Stake, in case you didn't know, is an online casino, but I don't know how you would not know. Like, you can't go like 2 seconds either on TikTok, Instagram, freaking anywhere without seeing a stupid stake ad or some influencer just showing off their stake bets. Anyway, they hired Drake and paid him like $100 million per year to promote gambling. Yes, to encourage people to spend and lose their money. Drake would then often live stream himself gambling on stake, betting enormous sums of money, winning frequently, and encouraging his audience to do the same. And you know what? This wasn't even his own money. The money that he was betting was given to him by Stake, so he had like no skin in the game. This led to the Drake effect, where there was an increase in gambling activity after his streams. Now, there are multiple class action lawsuits alleging that Drake and Stake deceived consumers into believing that they were participating in harmless gameplay while they were actually being lured to gamble real money. But honestly, like that's on you, man. Like you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were looking at. Stop it. Now, there's so much more to this story, but I'm really scared of making Drake slander because all the stuff is alleged. There's a lot of lawsuits going on, but nothing's been proven in court, and I'm kind of scared that Drake might send his shooters at me. And I mean, I'm not a Drake glazer, but I'm a pretty big fan of his, so yeah. Now look, I've made peace with everything. It's fine. Gambling's a thing. We all have our vices. I'm no saint either, all right? But what I cannot stand is just the sheer amount of gambling ads everywhere. Instagram, gambling ad. YouTube, gambling ad. TikTok, gambling ad. You just can't escape it. The gambling industry spent years lobbying for legalization, saying that, oh, it's better than the offshore alternatives. And now they're just shoving it down our throats. Could you imagine if Marlboro got the green light and was just shoving cigarettes down everyone's throats and telling them to smoke? Or letting them promote flavored vapes and selling them to children? This is what it feels like. Okay, that's probably a unfair analogy, but you get my frustration. Anyways, I'm not here to lecture. If you're going to gamble, just do it responsibly. But this is just towards the gambling companies. Stop it. I can't even block your ads. I've been trying to, and I just can't. Screw you guys.